Hi everyone! So I wanted to show you my project that I made over the weekend. I love this project. I had so much fun making it. It took me forever to come up with just what I wanted to do basically. I had the Tim Holtz clock and I altered it and I wanted to go towards like a lighter vintage Halloween theme. And this is what I came up with, so I hope you enjoy. So I started off with the clock. I put 2 coats of gesso on it to cover the tin, and then I did a coat of kind of like an off-white vanilla cream-ish acrylic paint. And then I put some modeling paste on it just to give it some texture. I got the tutorial off Tiffany's YouTube channel, Tiffany Solario. So thank you for that. I thought that was amazing. And then after I put the modeling paste on, I sprayed it down with Lindy Stamp Gang, I believe it was chocolate truffle spray with creme brulee. And I tried to put on as much of the chocolate color as I could just to kind of darken it up to tie everything together. I didn't want it so light. And here is the Tim Holtz clasp that I used. So I rubbed a little bit of the acrylic paint on it so it wasn't just so bronzed. But here's the clasp and my charms on it. I used the graphic 45 paper, so I used a sheet of, or bits and pieces of the sheet of the classifieds paper. So it was just the cream color, which ties everything together for me. And so anyways, back to the charms. So here's the paper of them having tea. Put a little key on there, and then I used a metal clock I got at Michael's. So I rubbed a little bit of the paint on there and sprayed it down with the chocolate truffle again. And then let's see. So for the front, I glued on, I made a little drink me bottle, one of the Tim Holtz bottle, and filled it up with some brown color glitter. Backed it up. I cut out the little flowers with my Prima die and with the burlap. So I layered that. And then on this side, I fussy cut Alice out. I put some Mod Podge on the back of her just to give it some more strength. And then I cut out the flower and then used my other Prima flowers and a screwdriver brad and put some acrylic paint over that just to tie it in. Use the seam binding here with a chocolate truffle spray, and then I had this little metal keyhole. I backed it up with some of the paper. This is what I have left of my paper, so this is what I used. And so there's a lot of the words on here, and I actually found a spot that said devil, so that was kind of perfect for my Halloween themed vintage clock. Inside of the clock, I'm actually going to take it out for you so you can see how I layered it, but you know, it's very 3D, and that's what I was going for. I wanted to leave my clock out. I love Halloween, but I wanted to leave it out year-round on my desk, so that's why I decided to go with a lighter vintage theme Halloween. So here is the inside of it. So you can see all the dimensionals I put just to pop everything up. So I used the paper, and to stress that, I use Vintage Photo on everything. That's my favorite Tim Holtz Distress ink. And so I cut out the, what is it, Rickety House die with some of the other paper, the graphic 45 paper, and then I put the rabbit in the background and the queen in the background in the windows so you can kind of see through the house. I stamped the Cheshire Cat and colored it a bit orange with my Copics, and then I cut out the little Tweedledee and Tweedledum and colored their faces orange and colored the Mad Hatter's tie-in with the orange just to kind of tie it all together with a little pop of color, but not too much. I just want to keep everything kind of neutral. I used the Stampers Anonymous odds and ends ticket stamp and then put some stickles on the 31. I used some Prima flowers here and backed up with a little bit more burlap, and then cut out the pocket watch from the paper and Recollections bling in the background. So my first layer, I put one set of pop dots on the house, and then on top of that, I did a set of foam dots under the Cheshire Cat. Let's see, 2 layers for the ticket, just to pop it up even more for more effect, and then 2 for the pocket watch, and I did 2 for the flower and then 4 for the second flower here, so that just gives it a lot of dimension, and so I didn't have to glue everything down inside my clock, just in case I want to add or change anything to it. That's why I did it that way. So once you put it back in and snap it into place, everything is, when you look on at it straight on, everything's just kind of covered. Like this would cover the bottom of the feet for Tweedledee and Tweedledum, but that's how it looks. So I really hope you enjoy this as much as I enjoyed making it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.